I'm Dr. Jeanette Davis, also known as Dr. Ocean, and I'm a marine microbiologist, which means I study the things in the ocean that you can't see without a microscope, and I'm also a best-selling children's science book author. The ocean is really special and great. In fact, over 70% of our planet is ocean. And when scientists are looking for life on other planets, the first thing that they do is they look for water, because life as we know it depends on water. So the ocean is really important. It provides protein, it provides food, it's also a source of new medicines. It provides recreational activity, which are good for our mental health. There's so many great things about the ocean, and no matter where you live, you should definitely thank the ocean for even the oxygen that you breathe. Every other breath that you take comes from the oxygen in the ocean. There's so much to understand about the ocean. My specialty is actually finding new drugs from the ocean. And so when we are sick as human beings, we take medicines in the form of a liquid or a pill, but those medicines are actually chemicals. And the ocean is the largest and the oldest habitat on the planet. So it has lots of chemistry and lots of chemicals. And so what I do is I explore the bacteria, the things that you can't see without a microscope in the ocean, looking at the DNA to see if I can discover new bacteria that can produce medicines that we can use when we're sick. So I was a typical inquisitive kid, very curious, love the outdoors, love exploring, and those are the natural attributes of a scientist. And so I just kind of stayed with it as a kid. I kept with that kind of inquisitive nature, and I found that science was actually the avenue for me to remain curious. So I stayed with science. By the time I was in 5th grade, I knew for sure that I loved science. I had an amazing 5th grade science teacher, and that really introduced me to the world of science. And from then, I just knew that's what I wanted to pursue in life. When I went to Hampton University for undergrad and I walked into the marine science building in our first class, one of the things that they ask you is like, why did you become interested in ocean science? And everyone had these great stories about growing up going fishing or going to the beach and all of this stuff. And I was like, I literally just sat outside on the water of the campus and looked over and saw marine science and said to myself, I'm gonna try it out. So I don't necessarily remember any particular moment where it was like, yeah, this great thing about the ocean that led me to ocean science. But I do know once I got into the marine science and saw that the ocean was studying a variety of sciences, which I love science generally, that's when I knew ocean science was for me. And in my first internship, I sailed the Chesapeake Bay, lived on a 53-foot boat with a crew of 13, which was really difficult yet exciting. And once I did that and lived out on the ocean, I said, yeah, this is definitely for me. So I would say that would be my aha moment. You know, science is a field that can be difficult, but we need more people involved and engaged in science because it helps solve problems for humanity, right? And so I think when you hear the word science or you think about science, you do think it's one particular path. And so I would advise them to, again, follow your curiosity. Science is broad. You're needed in the field to help solve problems and pursue your dreams. There's so many unanswered questions. There's so much to explore. So just trust your ability to ask and answer questions, because that is the foundation of science.
Want to learn more about our national parks? Then hit that subscribe button, friend. Stay up to date and catch bonus features by following us on Instagram @OutSCIder.